19 seconds. That's it. 19 seconds. That's all it took. That's all it took Philadelphia to score. John Tortorella's back on the bench. Sean Couturier sitting. Who else was sitting tonight? Or, well, last night, because this is the morning, because I couldn't make the video because I was so just like, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Frickin' Toronto. Cam Atkinson sat. Mark Stahl sat. Gurianov sat. Didn't matter. Really won. 4-3 against Toronto. Toronto gives up the lead 19 seconds in. Seeing eye shot. It was mishandled by Tavares at the blue line. Turnover, tip it. What a shot. Good for him. God damn, he's fast. So it's 1-0 Philly. And then it was 2-0 Philly. And Brody and Riley are looking terrible. Then it's 3-0 Philly. And Brody and Riley are looking terrible. And then we're going into the third period. And it's like, can the Leafs do it? They're not playing too well, but at the same time, they've hit like 12 posts. And Mike Tavares has hit a post, and Nylander's hit a post, and Domi's hit a post. And then in the third, Matthews hits a post on a 2-on-1. And you're like, what's going to happen here? William Nylander does score, so I was like, cool, they're not going to be shut out. But there's no way they come back. And Mike Johnson, who I felt wasn't very on last night, but you did say there's lots of time. Like, well, when do they need to get the next goal? 5 minutes or so. They get it at 9 minutes. And it's Bertuzzi scoring, and it's Riley activating down low, and it's great. And I love how Mike Johnson just describes what's happening in the game, because it just helps the viewer. And then you're like, oh, yeah. Sometimes you just get caught up in the play. Watch and you get that tunnel vision. I know I do. And then when he explains how it happened, how it developed, it's really nice. It's similar to like JJ Redick for the NBA. I love his takes. Mike Johnson's the same. Bertuzzi gets lost, creeps in there, a la Austin Matthews, how he kind of goes away to find space. Bertuzzi comes in to the net and finds space. Goal. Okay, it's 3-2. We're doing all right. And then I think a post happens, or there's a chance, and the Leafs get a power play. And we're like, oh my God, they might do it. But at the same time, Philadelphia's penalty kill is killer. And Leafs power play is shockingly bad, even though William Nylander did score on the power play with Timothy Liljegren at the point. It was a nice feed by Austin Matthews to Willie and a nice shot. Anyway, power play, second unit's out there. It's the tail end. You know it's the tail end, and Max Domi decides, I'm going to sauce this one to Nick Robertson. I'm going to risk it. But if he misses, or it doesn't go exactly to his stick, they're going the other way. And it was Lawton. They're going the other way. And guess what? They went the other way. This is the good and the bad of Max Domi. If that hits, Nick Robertson gets a wide open shot. But if it misses, oh God. And it went an oh God. And 3 Leafs end up behind the net. Benoit's on the ice, who I thought had a decent game. He flew around at one point, and I was like, oh no, this is a wrecking ball type of play going on here. But anyway, he's diving, and McMahon, I think, and Robertson, and whoever else, McCabe maybe was there. And then Philadelphia scores to make it 4-2. I was like, of course. You know what? You build this momentum. You're going to come back from down 3-0, similar to what Carolina did to you. Oh, you're going to score in that final minute maybe. Nope, it's 4-2. And then John Tavares scores with the net empty with like 2 and a bit minutes left. And I'm like, frick, are they going to do it? Are they going to do it? And then the song Dream On just keeps ringing in my ear. Dream on, dream on. And I guess I did dream that they came back last night. But it was a dream on, because they just couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. They couldn't find the back of the net. Really hunkered down. Leafs lose 4-3. There were so many chances. Oh, God. I remember Liljegren hit a post as well. Oh, man. Now Philadelphia did hit a couple posts as well. But at the same time, like, I think the post count might have been like 5-2 for Toronto. And did I think Toronto played a good game? Heck no. I saw Steve Dangle's tweet like, Leafs didn't play well. Something like this. I don't know. But they could have like 4 goals. And it's true. It's true. That like they could have won this game with not playing well. But like God. Keith, like, after, like, the first shift, Nick Robertson's missed assignment, he's just like, okay, Robertson and Nyes out there together, that's not happening, and I thought that was a good adjustment. What else did he do? Oh, Ryan Reeves got in a fight with Delorier. They chatted about it, like, okay, we're going to go now. Philadelphia's up by 1, and then Reeves had the advantage at the beginning, and then Delorier had the advantage at the end, and Delorier won, and you can tell because both guys' knuckles were sore, and then Reeves' eye just blew up. And he didn't play the rest of the game because obviously he couldn't see. So then the lineups were all just messed up. They did what they could. Forward, I miss Mitch Marner. Get back soon. Kyle Yarncroke, I miss you. Come back soon. Defensive pairing, I love seeing Benoit in there. Lyubushkin had the flu or something like that, so I'm sure a few Leafs had the flu as well. That's what Mike Johnson said, and I agree with him. So McCabe, Benoit, cool. Liljegren, Edmondson, fine. But then I think they changed it up a little bit because they had to, because Brody and Riley were horrible. I saw one where it's like someone, it might have been Rachel Dory, talk about how like Riley and Brody are like chili and sushi, like meat chili and sushi. On their own, they're great. They do well. Maybe not great, but they do all right. They're all right, right? You can't complain. Like chili's chili and sushi's sushi. It's gonna be all right, decent, no matter what. But combined, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's combative, and God, they do not look good together at all. At all. Brody looks so much better on the left. I don't know what to do. I would, if Lyubushkin's back in, even though he's a bit of a turnover machine as well, but he's right-handed, I'd put Lyubushkin with Riley, keep Benoit and McCabe, and I would keep Edmondson and Liljegren. I think Brody might need to have a break. It's okay. John Tortorella scratched his captain. You can scratch Brody. Just call it I don't know, do what they did with Kawhi Leonard. Just call it like a maintenance day or something, so it doesn't hurt anyone's feelings. Or just freaking scratch the guy because he isn't playing too well. So that's what I would do for defense. Forward group, pray Mitch Marner's back soon, but they say day to day, and again, Mike John's like, I think that means week to week. It's a high ankle sprain, right? It's okay. They're gonna make the playoffs. They better freaking make the playoffs. I would just rest him until he's ready. God, the schedule is looking rough coming up, especially like Edmonton Saturday, then going to Carolina Sunday. Holy vey. McDavid, those defensive pairings, McDavid's against Riley and Brody, he's going to eat them up. At least it'd be entertaining. Anyway, not much else to say. At least the Leafs power play scored a goal, but they let themselves down. Turnovers, poor decisions, like even just like soft pressure D-to-D passes that you're not making, and just poor time decisions cost the Leafs. It does. That's what cost them against Philadelphia. So there we go. Welcome back, John Tortorella. You got the win, and it worked out. Couturier wasn't in the lineup, and you won. Also, Austin Matthews, at this rate, you're like, you got to get a goal per game now to get to 70. And you're like, oh, God, he isn't scoring much. One, he doesn't have Mitch Marner. But two, I thought he had a decent game. I thought like a really good game. Just, he set up Max Domi for a wide open net, and Max Domi couldn't finish because they hit Cam York, lucky as can be. He hit a post or a crossbar on a 2-on-1, and there was chances. He was a bit snake bit, doesn't he? Oh, God. You know he's going to explode for like a 4-goal game coming up. Ideally, against the Oilers. Anyway, take care, everyone. Have a great day. Hopefully, the Leafs get back in the win column because losing sucks. Losing sucks. Take care. Go Leafs, go.